starting off the starting off strong
All right.
stuff.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 6 of the Sweet and Sour podcast. I am your host, Dom.
Jen,
And today we have a special guest.
who are you?
My name's Nikki.
This is Jen's little sister.
Say hi, everybody.
Everyone say hi, be nice.
Got an astrology girl here with us today. Buckle up, everybody. It's gonna be a fun one.
All right, but we're going to start
Hopefully.
off. All right. Tell us who you are a little bit. Give us some detail into your life and stuff like that, maybe, Nikki.
I throw it back like Tom Brady. I'm a 19-year-old, recently graduated school. Yay for that.
Graduated in what?
I'm a product designer.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Did you get your
And
minor in that? What is that?
I got like a certificate because technically in that like field you don't really need a college degree.
It's a certification?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
to like prove that like I know software and that stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
All right. Yeah.
I'm Jen's little sister.
What do you do on the side for fun?
I fuck bitches up in Fortnite and Valorant, you know.
You actually play Fortnite?
Yeah. I'm a
Lucky.
Fortnite gamer.
No, that's fine. Honestly, all of new Fortnite does look kind of fun, though. I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna
I
lie.
started when they added the lightsabers. That was legit.
That looks super fun, honestly.
Did you see the trailer for the new season
For
of Fortnite?
Fortnite?
Yeah.
No, why? What is
It's
it?
like a cross. If y'all have time, watch it. It's kind of, I don't know how to feel about it. It's like Maze Runner meets Indiana Jones meets Transformers.
Oh, I saw a picture. No, I saw a picture about that. I was like, what the fuck? Because they talked to Optimus Prime. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what is this, a trailer for the movie? I thought it was just a trailer.
No.
But then it like zooms out and shows like a bunch of like other like characters. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was Fortnite.
Fortnite's new season.
That shit's crazy.
I don't know how to feel about it. But congratulations on graduating.
Yeah, that's exciting. Did you already
Um,
have your graduation? Or do you have that soon?
I got COVID. So
Oh, so you
I
couldn't
was
go?
I was dead in bed. Yeah.
Oh, that fucking sucks. Okay, my sister just graduated too, but we went to New York for her graduation, which kind of sucked. But other than that, it's cool.
Do you just do websites or are you looking to do other stuff?
Gaming stuff. But like that's a whole nother thing. And I think I have to like take more classes for that because it's a whole nother like coding process than just what I was taught.
All right, so specifically when you went to college, were you thinking of doing product design for internet or like for websites and stuff like that? Or did you have like more like fashion stuff in mind?
No, I just went in not knowing anything.
Okay, so you just randomly chose that as a thing to do?
Well, Jen kind of like lured me that way because I wanted to like do stuff with like computers, but I was like looking into cybersecurity and like other stuff like that. But Jen was like, "This is easier, and you can do like video game stuff." Like, cool.
That's true. Cybersecurity is more consistent though, so it would be easier in the aspect at the end game. You'd probably be more secure with a job at the end of the day. I mean, you can still get into stuff like that too, but I guess that's cool.
Well,
doing all
product
that as well.
designing, I feel like everybody's
fun.
gonna need it,
For
and
sure.
it's
No, everyone
not
needs a product
as
designer.
boring. So at least you don't hate your job, you know. And she wanted to do stuff with like gaming companies and things like that. So it's like
Yeah,
any
mean,
gaming
honestly,
company, they need UX UI.
I think it's a lot easier to get into a gaming market than it is into like, I don't know, other things that are very specific to like movies or stuff like
Yeah.
that. My brother, he did a website design for, I don't know if you remember the Adam Sandler movie. What was it called? Where like where he would tell like bedtime stories to the kids. Is that what it was called? Bedtime stories?
Yeah.
He did the website for that movie. And like he said it was like a really hard thing to do, and like everyone that you're talking to, you're talking like 80 different people.
Yeah.
Like at a time. With like smaller, I guess, gaming companies and stuff like that, it'd be a lot easier to do a website for.
Yeah, because like my job is basically like the middleman because there's like developers, there's coders, and then there's like the stakeholders, the people who own the company and the
True,
people that
right.
they want to like, they want everything, but like user experience wise, you can't have everything. And so it's my job to tell them no, and it's my job to work with what they developed.
That's sick. That's cool. Have you done anything Worth mentioning it.
I did
Not
Twitch.
to be like an asshole.
I did a Twitch redesign, and I think it turned out really great.
Are you saying that you did it for Twitch, or is it like something that you did for like your own website?
I did it for school for my own resume, and I
Okay.
sent it to Twitch, but they haven't like opened it yet.
Oh, you did a redesign that you sent in for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twitch, though, if you're watching this, I highly recommend because it's actually pretty cool. Do you still have the proto?
I do.
But she designed it to where, like, if you're watching a stream with your friends, you have a group chat separate for the people that are watching.
Ooh, that's actually kind of a nice idea.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's actually really cool because I can just imagine like the things you would say off to the side.
Yeah, because Twitch app right now is like, it's pretty cool. Like, it's pretty like convenient, right? But
Yeah,
like,
the Twitch app is just a
it
very
could be
generic
better.
design. It's made for people to like, just jump in and talk to.
yeah, it's like for dummies, right? But like, I feel like there's more that you could do
Yeah.
integration wise that would make it a better experience.
Oh, so like with your friends and stuff too. That's what you're
Yeah.
doing. Okay, so when your friends are watching, it looks like on here, you can see what they're watching, and you can probably join in with.
A like live stream, you can see that your friends are currently watching right now. And so there's like the public chat, and then there's also just like an inclusive chat where what your friends are saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. I
Right?
would like that in a Twitch.
Kind of
honestly.
like incorporated YouTube and like Discord, all those
Right.
features to make Twitch a better streaming app. But Twitch has a lot of problems with like the organization.
Twitch has a lot of problems with everything. Let's
I
be
tell you.
honest.
That's true.
Yeah, no, Twitch is going through a massive
Speaking
overhaul
of
right now,
which,
trying to
shall
figure out
we-
what they're trying to do.
What do you I know that you're still on Twitch. I'm no longer on Twitch, but you are. So what do you think about, have you heard all the
Not everything,
All
but
the
I've
buzz.
heard about a little bit coming from like my friends and stuff like that on Twitter. But so Twitch is apparently trying to go through a new format change, basically saying that all their sponsors or like you cannot have a third party sponsor anymore. So if you're trying to like put things on the screen, like if you guys look at the bottom, it says Kick Genbo, stuff like that. If it ended up showing something like an advertisement for, I don't know, like how we're joking about like the Blue Chews or something like that, people who use like anything outside of Twitch's user ad, no one would be allowed, like they would get fined for it. And I think every fine would have been like $50 is what they were explaining in the beginning. But then immediately after, everyone just like bullied Twitch and just said like the most horrific shit to them. And then basically said that, oh yeah, never mind, we're not doing that anymore. So nothing's going to actually change at the moment. But they're figuring out like another redesign for their sponsorships at the moment, because I don't know if they want to keep doing it to where people are getting revenue from outside of Twitch. But like at the same time as all of this, Kick was going through like a couple like financial changes too, but it sounded like everything that they're doing sounds a lot better. Did you hear about what Kick was doing?
in terms of like ads or
Well, not ads, but like how they're doing the, what is it? Getting paid hourly now? What is it?
So far is like just a rumor right now because nobody officially like on the Kick team actually announced that.
Trainwreck said it on his Twitter.
Did he?
He said it, but he hasn't gone through with anything.
Yeah,
so I
it's
guess
not
it
like
still is kind of rumors.
official.
I'm guessing that's what he's saying that he wants to do at the moment.
Yeah, but of course, like it's not something that's gonna be easy because it's gonna be like, I'm assuming it's just gonna be like Twitch's partner program where you have to have certain requirements to be able to do that. Like,
Right.
not just anybody can just get on Kick and start making $16 an hour.
You
You
have
know
to
what I
go through
mean?
what I read was that it was going to be like anyone can do it if you are in the creator program. So you can sign up for
Yeah.
it, even if you have like one viewer. They said you can still get paid to do it, like 16 an hour, but you have to be able to go through like all of their verification stuff. I think you're probably gonna have to link like a bank account or something, like someone in the
Yeah.
comments said, which would make it more confirmed.
Yeah,
Where you can do like 16 an hour, like basically just getting like a minimum wage job.
yeah,
I'll be filling out like WTs and stuff, which will make it all a little bit easier for like tax stuff. Because at the end of the year for Twitch, every tax form we get is through Amazon. So they
yeah.
send
It's a
you an email.
1099.
Yeah, it's a 1099, and I'm just like, sometimes I get that email, and sometimes I'll skim past it and then totally forget about
Well,
it.
did you hear about Twitch's what they're doing with like small creators and like the affiliate program and stuff like that?
Mm-mm.
No,
What?
they just came out with it today and I guess so they're going to have this new algorithm, I guess, that tracks down people who aren't consistent or has, it said like any accounts that don't produce like quality content or consistent content, like streaming a certain amount of hours a month or something like that, they're gonna deactivate their accounts.
Deactivate as in
Like take out their account, like their whole, like delete their whole account. So it's like, it sucks for people who just stream casually and things like that. It's for mostly affiliates. So the affiliate and partner programs, like if you're getting paid by Twitch, then they're going to monitor those accounts and make sure that you're putting out consistent content.
Why would they do that though?
Exactly.
Because technically Twitch is still getting paid even if some creators aren't doing anything. Some people are like subbing to people even if they've been active for like months. Like someone won't stream for months and they'll still like have subs going to their channel.
Yeah, but that's what they said, because they want to make sure that the accounts that are a part of the affiliate and partner program are active like consistently. And then they also said that like if you're already a part of affiliate and partner program and you're trying to like get out of the agreement with Twitch, that they're gonna fine you $25 to leave.
That's stupid. I don't know. I feel like a lot of this shit is just like, it ends up being rumors in the beginning and they never really follow through with it. Like they'll like, even with that thing that they said.
Well,
what
it's
is it with
crazy
the
because it's like in
advertisements?
the Twitch agreement, and then people talk shit, and then Twitch is like, oh, never mind. But it's like, are you sure? Are you sure? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was watching this video. It was another podcast. It was Linus Tech Tips basically saying that YouTube kind of went through something like this before too. But instead of like publicly going out with it, YouTube kind of just like slid it under the radar and no one really knew about it. So I guess if anything, Twitch could probably do that. But most of the agreements that people update in Twitch, a lot of people end up reading. So they'll usually end up like exposing it like to the public. and
Twitch,
then,
you
like, really read
fucking
about
up
it.
right now. Let me tell you that.
Don't ban my channel, Twitch, but honestly, yeah, I
You
don't know.
fucking. Did you know in the past 2 days there was over 400,000 new signups on Kick? That's fucking crazy. Oh my god.
I mean, honestly, it's literally the same website. Apparently, Twitch had like a source leak for their like website design, so that's why Twitch or Kick looks exactly like Twitch because they basically
Have you
just
have you
copied the whole
seen
code.
the Kick website? Well, how do you feel?
So when I did my like Twitch redesign, we have to study like competitors, and Kick is Twitch's number one competitor. It has the same layout, it's the same algorithm, same like features and that stuff. But the difference between Twitch and Kick is Kick has a better like algorithm in the sense of organization when it comes to like new users and like just browsing. Twitch, when you open it, it's very clustered with like random shit. Like even if you don't watch that certain like genre, it's still being forced onto you. So Twitch was a huge competitor.
That's very true because I don't even look at the homepage on Twitch, honestly, even though like that's like one of their main attractions for like new creators and stuff like that. Or not new, but like people that get put on the front page, they usually get thousands of viewers.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those viewers because I never go to the front page. I mean, it's like cool to see sometimes because sometimes you'll see like even my friends will be on the front page that
Yeah.
I've like been friends with for a while now.
So as a UX UI designer, you're saying that Kick has better like discoverability wise for new people besides Twitch. You were talking about algorithms. So as when you're doing like website designs and stuff like that, do you have to like, how do you study algorithms and how do you know, like comparing, like you said, comparing the two different competitors? Like how do you research that, you know?
So it's basically just a guessing game when it comes to algorithm because we don't really control that. It's like a code that each app develops to like for your own device. That's why Twitter and like those stuff are very different for each phone. But when we do it, we do it by user experience testing. So we get different people who watch different things, do different things, go on Twitch and see if they can figure out like how to get to a certain place or figure out like on their own how to use the app if they've never used it. And from their experience, that's how we knew that Kick was better than Twitch because people had more easier time finding what they wanted to see on Kick than Twitch. And so that was like another option that we wanted to do was fix Twitch's whole like organization system, but that would have like taken us years to redesign because it's that crazy. It's super congested.
That's crazy.
Interesting. Maybe you should apply for Kick. They're still a new company. I feel like they're looking for.
That would
I
be
think
helpful.
Twitch
Yeah,
is out of
you should
the.
send that into them too.
Yeah, I think you should send
Honestly.
the Twitch redesign to Kick.
Hey, you see what I did for your competitors? This could be you. This really could be you.
Honestly, yeah, no, that'd be a lot smarter to honestly send it into Kick.
Yeah, because it's still a new company. So I feel like, and I think Twitch is just going through PR hell right now.
It's
Run it back.
crazy that Twitch Kick is like brand new, but it's Twitch's #1 competitor in the market right now because we researched different competitors like YouTube, Facebook gaming, esports, and all that stuff. They cannot compare to Kick. Kick is like up there. It's like identical but better.
Yeah, no, YouTube sucks. Especially like it's if you're already like a big creator that's like signed to like them, then
Then
obviously you get
easy.
views. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Even like the people that I'm subscribed to, like I barely get to see like any of their lives sometimes. You know, like when I was watching like Valkyrie or like Saikuno and stuff, like on Twitch, it was easy to like find them. Obviously, but
YouTube
once they
has
went to
weird-
YouTube, it was hard to like ever see any of their streams. Sometimes it'll just look like a YouTube video because they try to do like clickbait, like even their like YouTube videos to make it look like they're live. And then you click on it, it's just like an old VOD from like the other day or like a week ago, and I'm just like, dude, I'm never gonna catch a stream. But honestly, YouTube probably has like one of like the worst designs for it right now. Like I'm on it all the time,
Well,
and I'm always just watching podcasts on there. But I can't
YouTube
ever
is
catch
better
a
in the
stream.
sense of like search algorithm. It's much easier to search for certain creators and what you want.
Yeah.
But in like with Twitch, even if you like specifically search for a certain like gamer and that stuff, like
Right.
it's really difficult to find the person, especially if they're like low views and low subscribers. They're buried underneath
Yeah,
everything.
no, it's funny that you say that because sometimes when you look up someone's Twitch in what is it when you're playing Valorant or like any game and people plug in their like Twitch channel, try to search for it, and then like yesterday I literally tried to look for this guy because we beat him so bad and I want to make fun of him in stream.
Oh, I
We go to
couldn't
his
find
channel,
him.
We couldn't find him. Like I literally looked up like 5 different variations of his name. Like after I just finish a game against like a competitive team and we win, I just want to go in people's chats just to make fun of them. And if they're funny, I'll follow. If they're not funny, then I'll just say horrifically horrible shit to them.
No, YouTube is the same way though. Like, I know you said YouTube has better search, but like if you're new, like if you're a young account, it is so hard. Like even our podcast account, because when I post like YouTube shorts and stuff like that on my personal YouTube, I try to tag our podcast so that they don't have to go through like, oh, go to our YouTube channel and then find the link to go to the podcast channel. I try to just add us in the description, like the caption of the YouTube short. And you do the you do the whole name, you can't find it. You do the email, you can't find it. You do anything, you cannot find. If it's a new account, YouTube will not register it. So you can't add it at all. And I don't know how many subscribers you need for the algorithm or whatever the search engine to pick it up, but it is so hard to add or like find anything if it's a small account on YouTube.
I think our goal is to pass the other Sweet and Sour podcast that has been inactive.
Literally,
There's only like one other Sweet and Sour podcast, and it's been inactive for like
2 years.
2 years or something like that. So we just need
And
to,
I
like,
can add them, but I
pass
can't
them.
add us.
No, it's true. I'm like, yeah, because sometimes I'll like want to share the link, but I'm always on like my YouTube on my phone when I'm
Yeah.
usually trying to like do all my social media stuff. I have to like go to like I have to look up in our YouTube channel real quick. I'm like Sweet and Sour podcast, and then like it literally goes through like 4 different videos, and then it shows like our video, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
and it's like our first video still too, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously our other videos aren't getting like caught up to like whatever we did for the first video, so now
Yeah.
I have to go into this one, look up the latest video that I just posted like on Wednesday, copy the link and then share it to everything, and it makes it ridiculously hard to like look for a link.
Yeah, I don't know what these apps are doing, but they need to do better, that's for sure. What is your dream company if you could choose one?
Riot Games, duh. I'm trying to get a Riot buddy and ban people.
Have you tried to do use? I think we talked about this before, right? You sent in like a resume or something to them to try to apply for the company.
Yeah, so they are doing internships and it's like a 2 years out. So
2 years?
yeah, because it's a super competitive internship. They pay for everything. It's a paid internship.
Have you tried applying to any other?
Yeah, I did, but no one's hiring right now, especially like beginning level, because I'm considered a junior designer until I get work experience. Then I'll be considered a senior designer,
Right.
and that becomes with more money, more pay.
A lot of like the gaming companies, because I heard Riot had a bunch of layoffs, right?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Layoffs, a bunch of strikes going on right now. I don't know if that was for gaming more specifically, but a bunch of like movie writers are going on strike right now. I don't know why, but I'm honestly not up to keep with that. But I don't know. Everyone's just kind of like off right now. Even like playing, like looking for new games to play. It's
Oh,
already
yeah,
too hard to look
everything
for.
is so dry.
Yeah, like the only time like I'll ever have fun playing another game other than Valorant is probably when I'm playing like a story mode game or an indie game, and those only end up just being like so long.
Do you think you're gonna get into any like actual gaming things, or are you gonna try to stick to like website design and
I want to do gaming stuff, but that just means more education because it's a whole nother world. Like computer and website
Yeah.
stuff, it's very simple. It has their own layouts. Like there's different
Carolyn.
grids and that stuff that you follow. And like that's just the basic stuff. And then you just like critique it based on the stakeholders' like preferences. But when it comes to gaming, like it's always changing and it's always fucking getting developed. And it's like different for like console and like PC and mobile, like it changes. But with like website designs, there's already a code where it like I forgot the term for it. But when you design like a website already, you put in a code where it expands depending on like the mobile device or desktop. So you only do one particular code. Yeah. But with like gaming, it's a whole nother thing. Like you could just design this specific like task. Like for example, like for like Valorant, for example, like maybe you just design like where you like buy your guns, right? Like your collection. Like they just changed that whole thing. And that's considered UI and UX. But like maybe that like only one person did that while another person did another thing, you know?
I have a web developer degree, but I haven't been coding for the past year. I need to get back on it. You know what that reminds me of? One of my favorite, like, do you know how I got to know, like, Michael Reeves, right? Like, everybody knows Michael Reeves.
Yeah.
Like, the one video that got me, like, introduced me to Michael Reeves was him literally scamming colleges for coding. Have you seen that video?
I haven't seen that one. I've seen a couple of his videos.
He's
hilarious, but-
self-taught in coding. He taught himself coding, and how he did that was he would literally go on to different college campuses wearing a backpack and then just walk into these lectures because they don't take attendance. Like if you've been to a college class in the big lecture halls, there's no way to take attendance. So he just walks in with a backpack, sits down, and takes a college course on coding for free. And he would just do this at a bunch of colleges until he learned how to code.
That makes so much sense because you
Yeah.
literally can just walk into a campus,
Yeah.
which is like super
That's
wild.
actually fucking crazy.
It's easier to walk into
Imagine.
colleges than high schools, I feel like, at this point.
Imagine paying thousands of dollars for a course and this dude next to you is just sitting here for free. Love you,
Makes so
Michael
much
Reeves.
sense. I need
You
to go
the
to
goat.
college. I need to go to college. Find something that I'm interested in.
Okay. Are you into like signs and stuff? Do you believe in those things?
Absolutely, kind of. I don't know.
Absolutely, kind of.
It's kind of like I'm on the fence about it because sometimes when you like read like some of those like what is it the
Horoscopes.
the horoscope stuff, like I'll like look it up like, oh, that's totally me, and that's like exactly what I'm going through right now. But I guess it's very generic for like everything. And then when I came home from Elenium's Gorge show, I was talking to this girl, and she sent me like this website to look at, and then it just kind of like shows like different types of like your sun, your moon, all that stuff. And I'm like, that changes like the type of like, since I'm a Pisces, she's like, that changes like the type of Pisces you are. I'm like, that's too much to look into, and I'm not gonna get into any of that. So
Oh, you can. What are you, Pisces?
yeah,
So my father is a Pisces. That's
makes sense.
that says a lot right there already. But Pisces men are the worst type of men on the planet. No
You say that
offense.
about everything, though.
No, but Pisces men are Justin Bieber is a Pisces. Who else is a Pisces? Adam Levine is a Pisces. There you go.
All right, get more specific. Yeah, more specifically, what would be wrong with a Pisces man?
Pisces, they're like emotionally like manipulative because they know how to read people's emotions or they
True.
know how to like trigger emotions. They use
Okay.
it to their advantage. So like you guys are you guys are in tune with your emotions, but you're also like you use it
Against other
against
people.
other people. Like you play the victim even though it's your fault.
Gaslight of the
Yeah.
century.
Gaslighting kings.
It makes a lot of sense because Jen is always trying to like argue with me.
Yeah,
and it's
you
always
just
it always-
gaslight me, bro.
Well, it's always your fucking fault because you're a fucking idiot. First of all.
You see what I have to deal
To be
with right now?
honest.
You see how you're lucky I'm an Aquarius and I don't give a shit.
That's so Aquarius of you, on God.
For real.
True for water signs. Is that true about most
Yeah.
water signs?
Well, there's like so Pisces and Aquariuses are the more tougher when it comes to emotions. Cancers, I feel like Cancers are the worst because they are so like unaware that they make themselves out to be the victim when they're not.
Unaware of.
Everything.
Okay, so they're just like.
Like they're just so like unaware of what like they're manipulative, but like they're so unaware of it. They play the victim when they're so unaware of it. They do shit that they're so unaware of. And then they're crybabies about it.
Okay.
Like they cry about everything.
What Cancer hurt you?
What is Jen? You said you're an
I'm
Aquarius.
an Aquarius.
What about her is up with that?
Aquariuses, I think they're one of the toughest people to like be around and like get to know because they're really like I don't need anyone. I just need myself and like they're low like everyone talks shit about like Leos for being like the center of attention, but Aquariuses are like low key like they think that like the world revolves around them and they really do.
I see that.
Aquarius low key, but Leos are high key. And that's what makes it annoying.
You're like under the breath bitch though. They're like over the breath bitch. They'll be saying shit to their face and you'll be like, well no,
Because
no,
the
I'm
world
fucking
does
best.
revolve around us. We're literally the sun. What orbits the sun?
Are you a Leo?
I'm a full blown Leo,
Okay,
dude. Like
that's-
Leo moon, Leo
Full-blown?
sun,
I don't know if
Leo
that's how you
Mercury.
describe a sign.
I like how she's like, yeah, Aquariuses, they just think the world revolves around them, but really it revolves around me.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
You guys are just living in it.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
makes sense
yeah.
about Jen. Even though Jen cries a lot, I mean, I haven't like gotten to a situation where I've seen Jen cry in a while, but like before, she would still be our friend, which like I think is very like that's a very like tough thing to do. Because sometimes like we get people like to talk to like our friend group or like just like with some of us like in general, and Jen like still like somehow stays like our friend. Even though she gets absolutely roasted, bullied, and like
Well, I think it's
beaten
because
down.
I do it back.
true. Yeah,
Like
you
I'm tough
do.
enough to take it, but then like
You
do
do.
it back. A lot of my friendships are like that. They're like very
Bully each other.
bully each
Yeah, like,
other
make
type
fun
of
of each other,
friendships.
yeah.
Yeah. And then like when I meet somebody that doesn't like it, then that friendship doesn't last too long because it's like
I can't handle people like that.
yeah,
though,
like
either.
I can be nice. Like of course I'm gonna be nice. Like if I know that you can't handle that type of situation, then I'm gonna be nice. But like sometimes it's just a slip of the tongue. Like they just set themselves up for a joke, you know, and then you just have to say it, and then they just get really hurt by it, and then it's just like, oh, this is so awkward now. And like I don't know what to do with that, so like I just let them let them go.
Well, that's true.
Well, I think too, like Aquariuses, especially Jen, like they are very closed off at first. So I think they do use like jokes to like hide their like actual emotions because they hate talking about it. And so when you get like closer to Aquariuses, they're very like, this is how I feel and this is how I'm gonna fix it. But like Pisces and Cancer, like this is how I feel. You're gonna fix it because it was your fault that I felt this way. But it wasn't true. It's not true. You made yourself feel that way.
Oh man.
Did that open your eyes to anything? Are you
No,
having
like I already kind of knew that.
but it's still their fault. Fuck them.
It's not like I'm gonna change it though, you know. Like I can't, because
Wait.
I'm a Pisces. That's who I am.
So then, like, out of your like friend group and like your connections in general to everybody, oh, I guess you wouldn't know. because you're not really into signs, but like who do you like gravitate towards the most? Like
Leos.
what Leos?
It's funny because most of my friends are Leos. There's Trevor,
Oh.
Gus, and Bonkai.
Yeah, because we're just amazing people. Yeah. No, but I don't know. It can be. I personally gravitate to more Pisces because they remind me of dad. Yeah.
Even though your dad's still there.
He's there, but he's not there.
That's how my dad was too. I don't know what my dad is. He was born in December, so I don't know exactly.
You
when.
do not have to have an absent father or mother to have mommy and daddy issues. Let me tell you that right now.
It's true. No, my dad was like almost never there, but my mom was always there.
What is your mom?
She's a Pisces.
Oh, your
Actually,
mom's a
no.
What
What is Aries?
What
was-
birthday?
March 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in. Yeah, I think she's at the cutoff because I originally thought she was a Pisces. I was like, this kind of makes sense because we're like almost the same. But then
What about
like,
your
someone
dad?
said it. I don't know what my dad is. He's born in December something.
December Sag.
The 20th, I think is his birthday.
Okay. Do you know about like why signs are attracted to specific signs?
I know like specifically like certain signs gravitate towards others, like signs within signs gravitate towards each other because you guys technically have like the same like upbringing in the sense where like how you feel and how you act towards people. So for me personally, like I get along well with Aries because they match my energy. So like when I want to be out there and I want to like make people look at me, they're going to be right next to me making people look at me.
That's
They're your
interesting.
sidekick. They're your side. They're your bitch. That's what. Okay, so then what about like why? So then why is he attracted to Leos? Is it because he's
Again, like you have to know like your full sign. So like he could have like fire in him that makes him attracted to fire. Like
Is that why though? Because water and fire.
well, water and fire don't mix.
Don't
in the
mix,
sense of like
right?
emotions. Because I'm very hot headed, and like every Pisces that I've talked to or dated, like they're very like, oh, like push it under the rug.
Right.
And I'm like, no, like fight me.
Yeah.
Bro.
So you need to like have the argument, but they're
Yeah.
like, don't argue with me.
Yeah.
That kind of makes more sense to me because now like when they mention like things like how things don't mix, I kind of think that that's just like human nature at that point. But I
Yeah.
guess if it's like the signs.
Well, because like astrology is basically like the fundamental background of like how you act. So like it can change depending on like where your planets are, and so that's why you need to know like your full chart.
Right. I grew up Catholic, so all of this just sounds like, devil
it's
worshiping
the devil, bro.
Yeah,
It's the
'cause signs
devil.
and shit usually means devil.
So
There's no such thing as a good sign, okay?
so because like fire and water doesn't mix, should he not like date a Leo then, or is that how that works?
Yes and no. Like again, so your sun sign is how you act on a day-to-day basis. Your moon sign is how you feel emotionally. Your rising is what you show the world. So when you are like afraid or anxious or like you're somewhere in public where you've never been, like you're guarded. So you're wearing that mask. That's your like rising sign. And then like your moon sign is how you feel, so how you approach your emotions and how intuitive you are. And then like your sun sign is like basically who you are, but then there's like Mercury, so how you speak to people and all that stuff. So it's very like hard to like specifically say if you only know like your sun sign.
That's a lot. When I looked at that chart, I didn't understand what I was reading.
Yeah.
So maybe one day I'll bring it back and then
Well,
I'll
it
just make
sucks
you
too
look at
because
it.
like to find out, you need to know like the day you were born,
Yeah,
the
the
time you were born. And I'm like, how the fuck do I know that?
Yeah, it's usually like, on your birth certificate. It was weird because like I looked up what was it?
I was dropped off by the mailman. I don't have that.
Yeah, that's basically all that is, You never saw your own like birth, so you never know if you're
Yeah,
actually
like
with
what
your
the
parents.
fuck? I wasn't there. The hell?
I was there, but I wasn't there. I was definitely birthed from someone.
I just showed up.
I
Okay,
just don't know it was from my mom.
that was my job. I just showed up. Yeah, you need to know the location too.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, so then what about me? Because I'm an Aquarius, but like I'm not like not relationship wise attracted, but all my friends, like really, anybody that I get close to are Geminis, and like
What's Tony?
he's a Libra.
Okay, so Aquariuses and Geminis get along because they're both like, I don't give a fuck. And so like you guys don't really need to like cater to each other's relationship other than like you guys can hang out and then not hang out and like no friend gets hurt. You know what I mean? Like you know how like you have some friends that if you don't text them, they're like, oh, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Or like you have some friends who are like, oh, like I posted on my story, like why didn't you check up on me? It's like Aquarius and Geminis, they don't really give a shit. It's like I'm gonna go and like cognito and hide for like a good month, and I come back where nothing changed. And that's why Aquarius is and Geminis, because like Brianna and Samantha are really close, and like Lexi and you, like, and then Brian and all that stuff. Like,
Wait, what's Lex?
he is Gemini.
He's a Gemini.
Don't
now,
even get me
too.
started on Geminis, bro. I hate them. I would kill them, bro. Besides Lexi, Lexi's fine.
That's crazy because like if you think about it,
Yes, I would literally kill Samantha. She is like the perfect definition of a Gemini. If someone asked me what a Gemini acts like, I would just show her them. Like it's crazy. She's fake. She's fucking manipulative. She doesn't give a shit about no one. You literally you literally cry in front of her. She's just like, okay, bye. Like like stop crying.
She's like the get over it type, or is it like
It's hard because she's like when it happens to somebody else, she doesn't care, but when it happens to her, it
Oh,
needs
okay.
everybody needs to
it's
care.
the end of the world?
Yeah.
Right.
That's. Anyways, moving on. Just because I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but I find it intriguing. Even if like I don't believe in it or like follow it to a T, I feel like it's intriguing because like you said earlier, like some things you do really like some of the things you read, like it does really connect, whether it be very general or not. I feel like you know, some of this stuff makes sense, and you can't deny that. Okay,
I've read more things that make more sense than don't make sense.
right?
I'll follow a Facebook group. I'll read it on there, and then I'll follow a Twitter page, and I'll read it on there. But then like I read it, and then I'm just like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense,
Yeah,
and then just be done with it. And then like I never really think about like how much like does it really connect? Because like when they talk about it, it's very general
yeah.
to what you're going through. It's not like in specifics. I've never read anything too specific about what I'm going through, which is why I'm like on the fence about it. I'm just like I haven't gotten to a point where it's just like that is me completely, you know.
For me, I was like that until you step into it after like you do like a lot of spiritual guide and like drugs, dude. Like and then like and then I was just thinking about that stuff and then it worked. And it's like so crazy because like I feel like no one's gonna believe me, but there's so many times where like I've thought something into existence and it fucking happened.
To believe in like manifestation and
I
like
believe that
energy and like the
I
universe
believe in
giving you.
things, yeah, definitely happening for a reason. I don't believe in luck too much. I definitely believe in like a lot of things like are like generally like if what is it? If it's supposed to go that way, it'll end up going that way. But that's not because like it's lucky. That's because you kept putting yourself in a situation to where like it might happen.
Yeah.
You know? That's how I think about it.
Right. So you believe in like the work that people put in to be able to make
100%,
that into
yeah.
reality. But do you believe in like if I believe enough, it'll happen?
Believing enough, it doesn't work. You have to do something about it. I for
Mm,
sure feel.
Okay.
Like if you can't just keep like saying I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna make a lot of money, I'm gonna make a lot of money without doing anything, you know? Because
Yeah.
it usually doesn't work out that way.
Yes and no. So like what you're saying is true in the sense where because you're doing something, you're aligning yourself with that energy of having it. So you can believe it, but because like you're not physically in the like presence or you're not doing it, you can't trick your brain into thinking that like you already have it. So then you like attract only the lack of it. So like people who are like really poor and like all they do is beg for like money, you know, that stuff, they're gonna not get money. But if they go out and find a job and they're like, oh yeah, I'm rich, I'm living the lifestyle that I want, money's just gonna keep coming, whether it's coming from a job.
That's why Lex is living the life.
Lexi is literally like
Damn.
the golden like abundance money girl. She like literally at the casino, she was like, broke money don't make money, and look, she made money because
That's
she
true.
like she lived it because she She was like, I'm gonna
She
make money.
believed in it, but she also went out to do it.
Yeah,
though,
but
too.
because she's doing it, her energy changed and she aligned with having money.
Right.
So that's the only difference. But like, for example, like when you're on like substance and that stuff, you don't really have to physically do anything because you change your mindset and your energy to the point where you already received it.
I feel like at that point too, you have to be a very decisive person, though. I feel like when you're on the fence about things will definitely not work
Yeah.
out. It could go that way, or it could go that way.
That's exactly.
That's what it is. That's what I really feel like it is. Like,
That's
you have to, like,
literally me.
feel yourself like you're like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you have to be like 100% confident in it. Exactly. Yeah. You're being very doubtful, and then like the possibility of doubt coming in is like the negative effects of it.
No, 100%. Because like, I hate using gambling as an example because I
It's a
feel
bad
like
example.
it's a bad example, but like. That's like the one example that makes me believe because the only time I gamble is when I go with Lex. And it sucks because like I will literally sit next to her and we will bet on the same exact, we'll be playing roulette and we will bet on the same exact numbers, but our energies are completely different because I'm like, shit, am I going to lose right now? Like I'm going to lose all this money.
Right.
And she's just like, yeah, like I'm having fun. Like let's win. Like it's going to hit this. The one number that I don't follow her, it hits. The one number that she chooses and I didn't, it hits.
That's so funny.
And it just makes me believe. I'm just like,
That's why when they
like,
say
it's
go to,
fucking
when
all
you go to
true.
the casinos, you can't be afraid to lose your money.
Yeah.
Because when you're like thinking that you're afraid to lose it, that's like the energy that you're putting out, like money.
Yeah. So like when it comes to like serious things, because you can manifest little things in your like every day. But when it comes to like serious things like money, like love and health, like we have so much like, I guess, guilt and like doubt and like fear behind it. So it's harder to manifest. But like, you know, the saying like the rich get richer, it's because they live in that state of not fearing that they're going to lose money. So that's why the rich keep getting rich and the poor keep getting poor.
Right.
Because like they're like, they have so much money. They're like, I don't really care where my money goes because it's going to come back to me. And so they're never waking up fearing if they're going to be able to feed themselves or fearing if they're going to pay their bills. But like other people wake up every day with that fear, and it like negative energy attracts faster than positive energy. Because when something bad in your day happens, that affects your whole day, right? But when something positive happens, it can be changed within one little thing that messed up in your world. And that's like the issue, is that we like let little things like hold us back. And like that's my issue.
True.
So
Yeah.
2024, this next coming year, that should be everybody's mantra. Scared money don't make money. If you want to be rich, if you want to be rich like Lex, are you here?
I wish Lex was here for this
I
episode.
know.
Lex definitely seems like the person that doesn't like seem very doubtful about anything she does.
No.
Like she's very confident.
No, she is. She does have her doubts a lot,
Well, so
but she
everyone
doesn't
does.
let it like change what she's doing.
Human nature, I feel like everyone's always gonna feel doubt
Yeah.
and stuff, but like if you can just like change your like mentality like within like a split second and then just be
Yeah.
ready to do something immediately, I think that's like her personality. Because like
That
if
is
she's
her
ready, if she's ready to do
personality.
it, then she's ready to do it. Like sometimes I've probably lived like most of my life with like a lot of doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I am very doubtful of things, like I just get in my own head, and sometimes I won't have a good time.
But then all your bad decisions keep you up at night.
No, it's exactly what it is. I'm like always awake at night, and I don't even think it's because of like insomnia at this point. I think I'm just like thinking too much.
Thinking.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting there
literally the
thinking
same
about like
way.
what I could be doing.
Yeah, I'm
That's what I
literally the
always think
same
about, like what
way.
I could possibly be doing with my life at night. That's usually always what it is. And that's why I'm always up until like fucking 4 a.m. in the morning. Like I'll stop stream at like 12 a.m. and just be like laying in bed for 4 hours. Either watching TikTok or thinking about my life.
Take some shrooms, bro.
I've been thinking about
Chill
it.
out.
I've honestly been thinking about it.
Yo,
my heart
dude.
rate has been aggressively high.
I
So I don't know what that is, but I need to get that fucking figured out or I'm gonna have a heart attack. Because I'm probably at like 120 consistently at
Holy
night sometimes.
shit.
Like I'll do breathing exercise to calm myself down and go to bed, but sometimes I'll go to bed almost like 120 heartbeat every
I think
time.
you need a microdose. I did some last. I don't know. Are we allowed to say this? I did some last. I was microdosing
It's
last
legal
night.
here in Colorado.
Oh yeah, it is to consume, not to sell though, kids.
Not to sell. It's decriminalized, so you won't get in trouble for having it.
Like I've been like microdosing a little bit just to like get used to it, and I highly recommend because
Is
like
it
if
good?
you're taking just a little bit, it just feels like a more intense high, like weed, but like more intense. but I feel like it makes your body like lighter almost. And it's like everything, I don't know. It's really hard to describe, but you just need to try it because it made me feel relaxed, like super hyper relaxed, but at the same time, like everything felt crazy.
Right.
Like you could feel the pillow and it felt like I was sinking into the fucking bed. And it just made me super relaxed.
I'm so dead.
But I think you should try it because it was also the best sleep I've ever had.
That would make sense. I also have sleep apnea, so I wake up like choking on my own air. So that's probably like a good reason to like try something else too.
Oh my gosh.
Besides getting like a CPAP machine to put myself to sleep, but
You know, they say that
Interesting.
like Asian people have like the Asian community. It's like the most people with like sleep apnea.
it makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. My sister and my dad don't have it, but me and my mom have the worst sleep apnea. We snore aggressive.
Yeah.
When we were in New York, my sister had to wake us up because we all slept in the same room.
Yeah.
And they
That's
like
the
she would
worst.
she
I
would
hate-
aggressively
yeah.
shake us like to wake us up every night because she couldn't handle like how bad we were snoring. Do
Yeah.
either of you guys snore?
I snore.
You don't snore? Yeah, do you keep people up?
I talk in my sleep.
I've seen you talk in your sleep. once.
Yeah, which I feel like is
When we were about to
Even
go to Tennessee
worse.
one time, I heard you talk in your sleep a little bit.
yeah. But I don't snore. I talk occasionally. I don't snore though. But everybody around me snores, so I think I'm
Do your
just used to
parents
it.
snore too?
My mom used to sleep with her eyes open, and it was like
That's
fucking
scary.
crazy.
Your mom's
yeah.
already a scary person.
And I'm like,
I can't
Mom,
imagine seeing her, like, asleep
like
with her eyes
I'd be
open.
talking to her and like she'd just be laying down with her eyes open and I'd be talking to her like thinking she's awake, but she won't say anything and I'm like, Mom.
That's scary.
And then she'll actually wake up and be like, well, what? And I'm like, oh,
What do you mean,
no,
what?
like,
I was just
no,
trying to talk to you
I'm
for, like,
fucking
10
out of
minutes.
here.
You know, because mom always talks about like ghost sightings that she's like experienced, and like she
Really?
listens to like ghost stories when she sleeps.
She listens to ghost
Yeah, like-
stories?
It's like horror films, like as she's sleeping, because it's like some like guy interpreting like
Right.
the
yeah.
movie or whatever, and she'll like fall asleep to that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy.
That's so funny. My mom watches a guy like that too, but it's usually about religious stuff. So.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
so fucked up. That's so funny though.
She was like telling me how like every child that she was pregnant with, like she saw like a shadowy figure, and like the baby, like we would like kick inside of her stomach every time.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's scary.
but yeah,
I mean, you guys all came out. But, I mean, that's a good thing, right?
but they say, but anyways, they say that like a lot of Vietnamese people have sleep apnea because of like during the war, like the air and quality and that stuff. It was like really shitty,
Mm,
so that's why like they just never learned how to breathe correctly.
that would make sense. My mom was definitely one of those people that were like in the wars. It ends up being genetic, I
can
think.
be.
Yeah. I think I got it from my mom. My
Or-
dad snores a
yeah.
little, but he doesn't like do it long.
You can develop the habit too, I think.
Yeah, me and my mom, like when we're deep in REM sleep, we're fucking gone, and then like, it's just like like my brother said it was like hearing like two boars, like just plowing through. It's like- yeah, when we're on vacation, yeah. Well, we shouldn't have slept in the same room in the first place because when we originally talked to her, me and my mom were like, we snore. Like your brother, like my older brother, is like fucking. He's like he couldn't handle it because when we went to Vietnam, I would sleep with my brother the whole time. But there's like one time like he had to sleep with me and my mom, and it was just horrible. He said. So I was like, all right, so we better get our own room, right? She's like, no, it'll be okay. And no one that whole weekend got any sleep, and we
Oh,
were just all pissed
no.
at each other like the whole time.
That's
All right,
crazy.
All right, tarot cards.
Okay.
Tarot cards.
So we're gonna do some tarot readings. Should we just do general? Is that fine? Okay, we're just gonna do a general reading for each of us, I think, to keep it nice and short. She's not a professional, so don't come for her. We just thought this would be fun.
What the ghosts tell me and what I feel.
Okay, so we're gonna pull some cards and then she will explain each one. I think we'll do Dom first, just because
No, we just want to like put your energy in it because we don't have any sage.
put your energy in there. Put some back into it. Yeah.
Angry energy.
Throw it back like Tom Brady. Now we're gonna just like set our intention. what we want the universe to tell us. So we're just going for a general read.
Ooh.
Card that just pops out because that's what the universe is telling.
That makes sense. The way
Not
Gray
good at
does it,
shuffling, that's for sure.
Gray usually shuffles until cards like fall out
Yeah.
when I see her do hers.
Well,
I
because
guess that makes sense.
you don't
though.
want to force it. Basically, you're just relying on the universe to tell you. So whatever falls out is what they want to tell.
But since you're doing the shuffling, does that like mess anything up?
No, because my intentions were set to ask for Domo.
So before you do all the cards, just do one at a time and then explain what each one is and then how it might pertain to like his situation.
So I have the Page of Pentacles. Materialism. Material girly up.
That's very true.
We have the Queen.
I'm already very nervous about what I'm about to hear.
This X is just 5.
I can't read
That's
Roman
9.
numerals.
The V is
There's
5.
there's 9.
The 9. X is 10. V is 5.
So since I read like intuitively, I don't really know what the cards mean. I just read off of what the book says, and then I take it into intuitions and that way, just because I'm really familiar. Every card in its is like it could have like reverse or have like different cards together. Mean I don't.
Okay. See, I didn't understand that. Graded readings, I didn't know there's a booklet.
Well, you
Thing.
can go off the booklet, or you can go off of like experience. There's like tarot card readers that will teach, but they teach you how they perceive different for.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
So the Queen of Pentacles says the face suggests that of a dark woman whose qualities might be summed up in the idea of greatness of soul. She also has the serious cast of intelligence, meaning security, liberty, and then if it's reversed, evil, fear, and suspicion. So up, we're gonna assume that it's talking about liberty and security, generosity. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is a youthful figure looking at the pentacle that hovers over his raised hand. So it means application, scholarships, reflection. We have integrity and reflection.
Integrity. Can you think of anything that you did that you'll need to reflect on?
Integrity wise, not recently.
You cheating?
I don't talk to anyone.
You cheating in your Val game?
Never cheated in a Val game. I literally get shit on every game. If I'm a cheater, I'm the worst cheater imaginable.
Reverse cheating. And then the Nine of Swords, we have death, failure, miscarriage, delay, deception, and disappointment.
It's new. Tom's a disappointment, bro.
I am. I am, but I ain't. Spooky.
Well, this one says on the card, it says materialism, but in the book, it says the devil.
Oh, shit.
My mom's
So
gonna be so
it's-
disappointed.
Violence, force, fertility, not for the reasons, just material girly.
Is that what that means? I don't know what that means.
Material girl.
A material
From
girl.
these cards, I'm assuming that I think you have fear, and I think you're questioning your like own integrity and just honesty within what you're trying to do. Comes with something like money or with something physical. I think that you feel guilty and that you're not sure that you're making the right move when it comes to this, and I think that it's like eating you up. That's why you feel like I guess you're not doing the right thing. That's what I'm.
He ain't sleeping tonight. He's gonna,
Yeah, if
he's
I was
gonna be
sleeping
up
before-
thinking about this reading all night.
I mean, the biggest investment that I'm thinking about right now is Japan. And even prior to this, I'm not like 100% prepared financially, obviously. Right now, even before going there, I'm planning on selling a little bit of things. Like a lot of things that I own, I'm probably planning on selling just to go to Japan.
And I think that could be like too when it says like just for integrity and just inflection is like
Right.
do you feel guilty? You have to sell.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to sell all
Yeah.
this stuff, but I want to like more or less. I
But you
want to
wanna
have
be
the
ma-
experience
You want to be
better.
material girly. You want to go to Japan.
Well, materialistic. I want to get rid of everything, but like I want to like be able to go out and enjoy the experiences. But money wise, it's hard to do because I don't have like a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like I know that all my money's like in my things I've already invested in. That once I get rid of it, like I'll just be able to go on the trip. But like having the object still is like having an investment still, but like going on the trip wouldn't be as much of an investment because not for monetary reasons really,
Right.
you know?
Do you think you'll I mean, obviously you won't regret a trip to Japan because it's something that you
'Cause
wanted
I
to
just want to
do.
go and have fun.
Yeah,
That's
but
really like all it is really.
yeah. Do you have any like reservations though about selling the things, or
The only reservation is
just-
that I won't have that money when I come back, you know? Like if I just like didn't sell it and I stayed here, I'd have all the money.
right?
But if I sell everything and go, then I'll just be able to go, you know? That's really all it is.
So it's more like what is more worth it to you, or
Yeah,
what
exactly.
what you'll be happier
I've been
with?
fighting that battle with myself probably since we started planning for Japan.
Oh my
But, like,
god, this is
more or
why
less, it's never really a battle because I'll end up doing it, and I never really
Yeah.
have like the battle between if I should do it or I shouldn't do it. It's just
Yeah.
like how I'm gonna do it.
yeah.
you
Well,
know?
this is the part where you just need to, switch up your energy, switch up your mindset, and be, money comes and goes, but experience stays forever.
Yeah.
Like the money will come back to you, but this is like being young and being able to travel outside the US and be able to experience other cultures and things like that. That's something that you'll be able to take with you for the rest of your life. Because everybody says that you should work now. I feel like everybody says that you should work now and travel later. I feel like that's what adults say
Yeah.
to like young kids, right? But like that's such bullshit. Like you can't like experiencing a place like Japan while you're young is something that like not a lot of people get to do. So if you get to do it, like fuck it,
Yeah.
You just gotta switch it up.
That was very close to home.
Yeah.
That one was.
And general, he says,
In
general.
That wasn't very general. That was like
Ooh,
probably
she's a
like
psychic. Where's your crystal ball?
because that's like the only like main thing going on in my life technically.
Okay, so I just pulled a card to confirm like if this is what you're talking about, and the Hermit popped up in reverse, so it means fear, unreasonable caution.
So is that's not it then?
So it means I think that's it. It means that
Oh, that is it.
yeah, because you fear right now. Have reason why you think why you feel
100%, right? Yeah.
Ooh.
The confirmation kind of hurts the most. That was, that was probably the scariest one. That was a very accurate reading.
which
My turn. We don't cross contaminate here.
Wrong person. Wrong bitch.
That doesn't look promising. He's crying in bed. That's Domo tonight. How Domo be looking tonight?
That card's for you.
Yeah. And these are accurate readings, or that one was accurate because she hasn't obviously been here for the last podcast, so she doesn't know what's been going on with Domo. So this is not scripted, okay? This is not scripted.
How many talk to me? Probably like 2 times a
Hmm.
dumbass bitch. That's what that means.
So the chariot in reverse.
Shut up. Did you have something to feel guilty about? Get out of here.
The chariot in reverse is saying that like there is, I guess, fear and like a feeling of hopelessness in your life right now. Same. The 9 of Swords is kind of the same concept of just how, in a sense where you kind of just don't feel confident in the decisions that you're making. But then you have the Star, which is just confirming that like you're where you're supposed to be at. And that like you're literally like a shooting star, like, and all your goals are gonna come true. And then the Page of Pentacles is the
You hear
same
that?
thing. You have the strength to make it come true, but tying back to these, there's doubt. So I think there is maybe when it comes to like certain goals in your life that you feel like there's no like a means to an end. I feel like you've been in a tunnel and you can't see like the end of the light, and I think it's making you feel like you should just give up. But I think it's saying that like you're almost there and that you just have to keep going, because like once you reach it, you're literally gonna like have everything you want with the star.
Give up.
Stupid.
I think it could do with like basically just something that like has been years in the making. And when it comes to like scholars, I guess like in the same sense of like, you know, you worked really hard for it. But again, there's doubt, there's fear, and there's just hopelessness that you feel like you should just give up because you don't see any results or you don't see anything changing.
Damn.
What do you think that is?
Huh?
What do you think that is? Podcast? Gonna give up the fucking podcast, bitch?
No. I think it's like work and like what I'm doing as like my main job. Cuz we talk about this, like talking about moving and like getting out of here, and like that's always like
Right. That's always been like a
it's
conversation.
always been a thing. Like it's always been a topic that we discuss, cuz it's like something that I've wanted to do, but like I said, like my job and like what I've been doing is what is keeping me here. And I think that's what I struggle with, because it's like I obviously can't give that up because
It's your job.
it's my job. So
Yeah.
I have to somehow be able to get to the end, like see it through till the end before I am able to like just up and go. But I think that's where the doubt and like what you said, like you can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's been years. It's been years that we've been talking about it, and I go back and forth a lot of like yes, I do want to move, but is it realistic for me to do it? And like that's where the doubt comes in, because like I'm still stuck with this job. I'm still stuck with this, so I can't just go.
Yeah. Me and Jen have been friends for a while now, and we've always had like conversations to where like, should we move here? It's mainly always been Texas, but like it's been a couple of years now, even like when we
But it's always been like move out of Colorado.
move away.
Yeah.
You know, Jen's been like, you know, on the fence about like getting rid of her business and stuff like that, selling it and stuff like that too. But like, you know, it's like her main source of income,
Yeah.
so she can't really go anywhere.
But like that's something like I feel like that's why it's accurate, because it's something that I always wanted to do. And like my aspiration, like I want to get more into like content creating and like things that I enjoy.
'Cause
I
it's
don't
fun.
want to, yeah.
It's fun to
I
do.
don't want my source of income to be like the main thing that I depend on, because I'm good at it, but I don't enjoy it.
I mean, you don't want the thing that you do for the rest of your life to be a job. You know, that's what people always say. You always want to like have your like end goal be like the thing that you want to, or like you've always wanted to do, that you can be
Yeah.
happy doing.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense like as an adult now. Because like when we're kids, like you don't really understand because you're not working like
Yeah.
a 9 to 5 yet.
Yeah.
Like when you're growing up, and then you finally work the 9 to 5, and you're like, man, I wish I could be doing something else, or like I should have just put like all of my resources and time into something else.
And I think that's why like I get kind of like mixed feelings about it too, because like not to freaking what I do, like I'm very good at it, but I don't enjoy it, which is why like I get pulled back and forth a lot, because it's like, should I give up something that I'm so good at just because I don't like it, and then try something
Right.
else that I might not be good at? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Time to analyze your goals and desires. Meditation may give the answer. So yeah, we basically just confirmed that that's what we're talking about, is that you need to figure out what you really want and work for that end goal.
Yeah, I don't know shit about tarot, but that was very accurate.
So how for tarot readings, how specific can you get? Like, can you ask the cards like, yo, like,
So like that's why you have like tarot readers have like personal readings, so where they can set intentions to the cards and like sage everything and like remove any negative energy and do all like the cleansing and that stuff, so then you can get like an accurate like answer. But then again, it's like how the like reader interprets what the cards are saying, because like each card together might mean a whole different thing, you know, and I'm just not that skilled yet to know like the difference between that, but I just read off of like, hey, this card means that, and it's sitting next to this card. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, this is what it means then.
Hmm. Interesting. There you go. Sometimes the scholar is someone who is not educated, but someone who is well versed in emotion. That ain't me.
It's dumb as fuck.
That is not what I said. What
That's
the?
what I'm saying. That's what I know.
I was
that's what
saying
I'm
the emotion part. That's why we're friends.
Dumb emotions too.
But
That's why we're
I
friends.
like to use my tarot cards for yes and no answers, like for myself personally. Like I don't give myself a full reading. Like I just ask a question, like yes or no, and then each card, whether it's like facing up or facing down, it's a yes.
Like an 8-ball.
Yeah, basically.
Just get an 8
Literally, I'm
ball.
just gonna go buy an 8-ball.
Funnier. I like this.
Because the results do change a lot in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
And it's never like a yes or no, I feel like, with tarot
Yeah,
cards,
well,
right?
exactly. Because like one card could be like yes, but then like the meaning behind yes, like definitely.
If it can be like a kind of yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Your day's gonna go kind of yes.
No, that's
But-
fun.
I only got into it because of like the YouTuber that I mentioned earlier. It's just because like the way he reads, like he's like he's telling basically. I feel like he's telling my story, and I just love that.
So when you get like a bad reading, do you let that affect?
No, because like tarot isn't supposed to like predict your future. It's just supposed to highlight the things that you should work on.
Hmm.
So like my guy was telling me like, hey, like this month especially, like I should like go out there if I'm wanting to date. And so I did, you know, and so like right now, like I went on my first ever date last week since I broke up with Ryan. And that was crazy. And it was yeah.
Was it a
How
good
did it
date?
go? How did it go?
It was good. It was I
You,
don't-
you hear horror stories sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
How do
don't
you feel
know,
about it?
it wasn't awkward, but it wasn't like I don't know, it wasn't like spectacular. Like it was the first
Was it like off of a dating app, or did you know this
Yeah,
person
so it's off a dating app because like where do you meet people?
online?
Yeah.
That's online.
It is
Yeah.
online.
Well, that's why I was asking, like, if she knew them
Oh, okay,
before,
right, right.
or if it was just
It's
like
just an
first
online,
date,
yeah.
first date type thing.
Stranger
like-
online.
Stranger danger, I guess.
Okay.
But like it was fine, but it was weird because like he was like telling me like put myself out there, and I did, and like I have all these matches and all these guys like talking to me, and it just feels so strange because it's like I haven't talked to anyone like that.
Yeah, but it feels good, huh, Leo?
Not yes, it does. Because I feel so guilty, and I don't know why. Like I get anxiety a lot when like I reply back, or like when I'm driving to go see them. I
Uh-huh.
get like so much anxiety because I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I think I'm not. I have like I'm hurt, and I don't think I fully healed yet. And I think like I'm ready to get out there, but I also need to like still like figure me out. But like at least like I went out there and I know that I'm looking, but like maybe I'm not finding the right person yet, so I still feel that
So
way.
he was a no-go.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. You know what irks me though? This man, he texts me. He's like, "You want to like that was great. You want to do it like again soon?" Question mark. And I was like, "Sure." And he's like, "Sorry, I can't. I'm busy."
What?
What the fuck?
What is he? What
The
is
audacity, what the fuck?
Leo.
Oh, okay,
I was like,
there we go.
I didn't even ask. I didn't even fucking ask, dude.
He wants you to chase. He's setting the bait.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want to see each other soon?" "Yeah, sorry, I'm busy." I was like, "I didn't even fucking ask you, dude."
That's a rememberable thing, though. You know, guys do this thing.
That's a red
where-
flag.
I mean, every guy does it though, so it's always gonna be a red flag. But like, if it's gonna be someone he's gonna try to make you remember him in a specific way. So he's gonna give you a negative
Oh.
reaction to where that you're gonna act like, you know, now I'm kind of like interested because like it pissed me off, you know. So now you're like, okay, well,
That's why Domo bullies everybody. So you remember him.
not really. I'm just that's just who I am.
He's just a Pisces.
I'm just kind of an asshole. I'm arguing with fucking people on the internet every day, regardless of the game. Like it'll be.
So
my
what do you
friend-
do? What do you do if you want a girl to remember you then?
Oh, I haven't tried in a long time. The thing I would do, my friend taught me this. Don't do this because it's fucked up. But,
Don't
like,
do
you would always
this.
mention a girl's outfit, and like you'd be like, "You're gonna wear that today,"
Oh hell no!
I used to do that, but I don't do that because obviously I'm not even trying to like.
Who taught you that, Henry?
No, it's a friend that's passed now, but
That's crazy.
one of the final things I've learned on the way up. But
Okay, so we have some rocks here.
that'll be the last thing on our.
Yeah. This is the part of like crystal girly aesthetic, like sign. This is the part that I don't really understand. I don't really get into. I have some, but I just don't really understand about it. So go through these. We're not allowed to touch them, right? I haven't touched them.
No. So when you buy your crystals or when you like get crystals, you're supposed to like sage them, clear them, and then like set intentions. So this is a cornelian. It's like orange with like black stripes. Sometimes it can be bigger. This one's glass, so it's not the raw form. But this one basically promotes like confidence and just good energy. So when I take this on my first dates too. Yes and no. I think it again it's like mindset because like it's like a placebo effect, you know? Like if you think it and believe it, it's going to happen. So like same thing with like,
Speaking it into
the
existence.
crystals, like when I hold it, like it just gives me reassurance that like, you know, like hey, you're confident bitch because you have this.
Okay, so then for you personally, do you think it's real or do you think it's just placebo and like people?
Obviously, she thinks it's real though, right? Because she has it. She takes it on her dates with her.
I think it's real.
But is it actually you believing
Can't
in
be on the
it's
fence about
real?
it, Nikki, I'm telling you.
Like, is it actually you believing it's real or is it you tricking your mind into thinking that it's real? You know, like when people like good luck charms, people bring it, is it actually lucky? No, but people still bring it with them because it's they're tricking their mind into believing that it's gonna bring them
Some
luck.
people don't trick it though. It's because like sometimes they've had that item with them when something important.
Right.
happened with them.
But that's the question that I'm asking. Like her personally, does
Right.
she believe in it or is that like her luck charm?
I believe in it because I do the work to set the intentions. So like when I buy a new crystal, like I take it and like I sage it, I meditate with it, like I put intentions into it and then I journal with it. So that I'm like making it like be that use towards in my life. It's like, you know how like people wear like Buddha necklaces and that stuff? It's kind of like the same concept. Like to me where it's like, hey, I'm telling you like I'm whispering to you like cuz you whisper your affirmations to your like gems and like crystals and you tell them what you want them to do. And then there's
You need your own. You can't talk to her. You can't
Oh
talk to
shit,
her.
sorry.
It's gonna kill her now. Don't fucking listen.
Okay, so other people aren't allowed to touch your crystals.
well cuz like some people can have like it's like with anything like personally like
Don't touch my stuff, bro.
yeah, 'cause it's like people have bad juju and bad energy so
Yeah.
around
Especially that one,
they
right?
bring-
Bad
it
intentions.
brings you into them like you know like
That sucks.
a huge thing is like you know like when you date a person or you're around a person who isn't good for you like your body tells you
Yeah.
like you know you break out or like you know like I was sleeping with this guy and like I would always get UTIs and like my period would
Ew.
because he was sleeping with other girls that he wasn't telling me but that was like the universe and like my body telling me like hey this guy
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah.
and so it's the same concept where it's like there's going to be signs to tell you that like these people aren't good for you so that's why you have to be really protective of, like what you touch every day and like what you use around you because like people could like set bad intentions.
Okay, so that one's confidence. What's this one? This one's pretty.
This one is I forgot the name but this has to do with like visions so when I meditate with this so I can get like visuals. It's clear. She's my favorite.
I do
But
like the way that one looks.
I just lay and I put it on my temple where my eyes are and I just ask it to help me visualize like what I'm going through. So whether I want like a question or like if I'm meditating something. And then this is an amethyst stone. This one attracts money.
Oh, I need one of those.
You need that
I'm about to get a big
We both
one.
need that one.
I'm about to get a big old rock.
So I put this one, I have a giant one, amethyst one, in my computer setup. and I put it in there. So like when I'm playing Valorant, I get good luck. You know?
So is it for luck as well?
Yeah, so it's just prosperity, luck, and money.
Mm.
Because like there's a lot of stones with money. So like jade,
Right.
it can attract money. Tiger's eye can attract money. It protects you, so like you're protected from like any negativity or anything that's blocking you from attracting the things you want. So there's a lot of crystals that can attract different things.
Right. Is that why like when people wear like the jade bracelets, what is it? That's like a protection one
Yeah.
because like when it breaks, it's supposed to like protect you from like whatever it was.
Yeah.
When it breaks, it did
When
its
it
job.
breaks, yeah, it's done its job.
Wow, you are a crystal girly.
That's the only one I know about because I literally watched a TikTok on that one yesterday.
So when
Which
it
is so
breaks,
funny. When it breaks,
it's done its job.
Yeah.
And if you lose a crystal, so if you lose a crystal or if you break a crystal, like if you're wearing a crystal bracelet and it's lost, or it means that it's done its job. And same thing with like important stuff. So if you're manifesting something huge and like when that manifestation's about to come, you'll lose something really important or like something will break or like you'll feel like your life is going to shit because that manifestation's coming. So the universe is telling you get ready because like if you don't think you're ready in this position to have this, then you're not ready to have it. So that's why manifestations don't always happen, is because when people are in that phase they give up because they're like life is so fucking hard, I'm done.
Is it always something that's difficult before the good?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
something difficult or you lost something really important or like something in your life happened where it's like it shifted your whole like
But it is like negative.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the universe telling you, it's like, hey, like if you can do this, that means you're like you are ready to accept what you want because you've let go of all attachments and all this stuff that in this physical like I guess like realm or like reality of this world that you're living in is gonna be different. So you're gonna switch to a different reality because that's the new reality that you made for yourself.
Next time my life is falling apart, I'm gonna just be like,
Yeah.
take me.
That's basically it.
Give it to me.
That's why do you think like monks and like people who are like spiritual, they don't have any attachments? That's why monks don't wear clothes. They're basically like naked. They don't have hair. They don't use phones. They eat only vegetarian. It's because they have no attachment to mere material things. Like they could live without any of that stuff, and that's why they're so like aligned with everything. Like everything is coming to them. That's why they're so happy, bro. Bald, half naked men just happy.
You don't have a rose quartz?
I do have a rose quartz, but I didn't bring it.
What is that?
It attracts love. So like left when you wear it on your left hand, that means you want self-love, and then when you wear it on your right hand, that means you want to receive love. So mom right now she's wearing hers on her right hand.
She has one? Aw. She wants to receive love?
It just meaning like you can get love from anybody.
Yeah.
Like, significant
Oh,
other,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can just get love from her.
Aw, mom. I love you.
Go show her that you love her.
Aw, that makes me sad. Oh, what's that one? The last one. You didn't show that one yet. Yeah. Isn't there one that's supposed to like take in all your negative and
Yeah,
like
so tiger eyes, obsidian, there's a green one, I forgot the name, but it's moldavite. That one's intense.
What is that one?
That one literally like fucks up your whole world.
What?
like
Why do people hold on to it then?
because like it's in a good way, so it gets rid of anybody who's not good for you. So people have lost like family members, people have lost like relationships that they've been in for 12 years because it like turned out to be like a bad relationship, and like people have lost their jobs, people have lost their homes, and like I've personally have never experienced it, but I watch YouTube videos of it because I wanted to get one. But it's really intense. Like once you get it, like you have to be willing to like change your whole
risk
life.
it all?
Oh, okay. So that's like a rock that you just get like once you're going through a big change in your life.
Yeah.
Then okay.
Because like this girl got it, and like she on a like her mom and her mom like haven't been talking for the 2 years that she's been wearing it. Her like boyfriend that she was dating at the time, they've been together for like 12 years, that I think she said they broke up. She got kicked out of the like house that she was living in with her roommates. Yeah.
Okay, so it was like a complete life change overall.
Yeah,
then.
and then like now she's like living like on her own, like she's paying for her own apartment, like she's working
by herself,
Yeah.
almost like completely now, to where she was
Yeah.
like.
Can
connected
you
with all
get
these people.
that? So can you get that stone to like force like because you know how you were saying like negative stuff happens once you're ready for your manifestations to come to you? Can you like use that to like force it.
I think so, because again, like manifestation happens when you're ready to accept it. So when you're forcing it, like there's still doubt in you, that you're doubting the universe, you're doubting yourself, that like it's not happening fast enough for you, so then you're trying to force it. So like you should try it, like when you ever are on ecstasy, like just take a moment, breathe in, don't think about anything, like just feel like
I don't think about anything anytime, all time.
but like when you're feeling good, like you know what I mean, like when you're peaking and like there's nothing around you that could like
Yeah.
and like that's when you think about like anything that like you want to manifest, whether, and like when it comes to big stuff it's going to be harder just because there is a lot of doubt, but like when it comes to like little stuff, like it's going to happen like in the blink of an eye. Like I did it when I was like obsessed with this guy and he wouldn't text me back, so we went to said this guy and I was rolling and I was peaking, and literally right after the show he called me up and he was like, Nikki, where the fuck you at, bitch? Like, I want to see you. And I was like, okay, bet.
Interesting. So manifest while you're on drugs.
It works. And that's how I know it works, because I do little things like that to just prove to myself that it works, so then I can believe. You know, because we're all humans and we want to see, like, when
We want to believe in
Yeah.
something.
And like you have to see it happen for you to believe it. So then you pick small things where it can prove to you that, hey, this shit works, so just believe.
That's like almost like a state of bliss. That's like when
Because
you're only thinking of like one
good
like
energy.
one energy that you're only having is like your
Good
state of
energy.
bliss.
Yeah.
And then that's just like, that's the only emotion that you're putting out at that point.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're gonna
why-
manifest the positive part of that.
That's why you have to like teach yourself without being on it, that like when you want to manifest something, you only should feel good about it. Like, when we manifest money, like there's always stuff like, oh, that's too much. Like, why would I want to try to manifest $1 million? That's impossible. But you shouldn't be thinking that way. Like, why not $1 billion?
Yeah.
And it's same thing, like you feel so good because like you're at that threshold of like just pure happiness, that like those doubts aren't in your mind. Like you're like, oh my god, like I feel good right now, life is amazing, like everything's working out for me, and it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good spot to end, I think.
That was it for today's episode 6 of our
Today was,
Sweet and Sour
intense.
podcast. Thank you, Nikki, for joining us today on our
Yes.
episode.
Follow me on Instagram,
You're at
Nikki Nikkie Nguyen Nguyen, and then 2 N's, so NN.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll link it down below.
Yeah, we'll link that
Um,
later on the Wednesday on the
But
upload day.
thank you. If you guys have any comments or questions for Nikki, feel free to leave them in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.
Yep.
This will be coming out on Wednesday, and then we will see you next week.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.